Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Brad here. So today we're going to get away from our typical investing content. And I'm going to talk about something I've been doing as a hobby for it's been about a year and 9 months since I started an account on Instagram. And so today we're going to talk about 6, not really hacks, but strategies, 6 things to really nail in order to grow followers on Instagram organically in 2020. So I've never paid for anything on Instagram. I've grown this account completely organically. I'm at just over 30,000 followers now. So I went from 0 to 30,000 in about 21 months, okay? And I'm gonna talk about 6 areas to focus on if you wanna grow your Instagram channel in 2020. So the first one, post content daily. Now, the Instagram algorithm, well, let's step back. So Instagram, the way they make money is by people being on the platform for longer, okay? And the way that happens is when people post content. You know, people need things to look at. That's the content creators that are really generating the things that keep people on the platform, okay? So if you're a content creator and you're posting every day, you're gonna get a lot more priority in terms of whose content Instagram is showing people if you're posting every day versus if you're posting every week or a couple times a week, okay? Instagram is going to give favor to the content creators that are putting out consistent, regular content. So that's the first one, post content daily. Now, number 2, and this is a controversial one for people. There's a lot of people on Instagram who think, well, I can only post things, that I create, like pictures that I took or thoughts that I had. And this second point, when people start to open up to this a little bit more and get outside of themselves, they really start to grow, okay? This is when I really started to grow. So reposting content that is already doing well and will add value for your audience. You can't just go and find something that's, going nuts, something that's gone viral and repost it. It has to be relevant to your audience, and it really has to bring value to your audience. And obviously, something that's, say, the most viral video isn't necessarily going to be interesting for your particular audience. So you have to know your audience, and of course you will give attribution to the account that created this content that you're reposting. But it's a really fast way to grow. And so basically what I do is I find content from other creators that I know will resonate with my audience, that I know will inspire them or educate them. And then I'll post it and I'll, write a description that's my own. So I'll kind of give my 2 cents on that particular piece of content. So it's not like I'm going and I'm copying an image or, reposting an image and reposting the description word for word. That's not what I'm doing. Sharing the image, sometimes with videos as well, but I'm giving my 2 cents. I'm adding value in the description in terms of, what I have to contribute around that particular image or video to really add value for my community. So that's number 2, repost content that's already doing well and is relevant to your audience. Number 3, respond to every comment, okay? This is, so many people make the sin of not, responding to people. These people who are commenting on your posts, they are your tribe who is going to spread your message, who's going to grow your community for you. If you're not, giving them a response to some thoughtful comment that they made on your content, you're really shooting yourself in the foot. one of the fastest ways to grow is to engage with your audience in the comments, okay? So respond to every comment. It doesn't have to be a long thing. It can, be the hands, it can be a heart, it can be, probably the majority of my responses are just a couple of emojis that, are relevant to the comment. And because, not all comments warrant a written response, okay? But it's important to respond to every comment. Number 4, promote engagement, okay? So in your description, in your caption, ask people to tag a friend who might, be interested in this particular piece of content. Ask people to, ask people a question. Ask people to answer a question in the comments. You really want people engaging with your content because, through the eyes of Instagram, if, you get a bunch of tags for other people in your comments, and then those people, get a push notification, they come to your content, there's a lot of eyeballs on your content. There's a lot of time from all of these users on Instagram being spent with your content. And that's going to show Instagram that you're really adding value to the community. And so they're going to boost, the number of people that they show your content to. So that's how you really grow. You have to promote engagement. And of course, you have to actually engage with people who leave comments. Number 5, post at the best times. Now, obviously, there's peak times when Instagram users are on the platform. And this is actually different depending on who your audience is. So for every influencer on Instagram, their audience, is more active at slightly different times, okay? I am in the gardening, sustainability, permaculture, food forest niche. And so, my particular audience, and it's not the same time every day. I use an app, and I don't remember what the name is. I'm going to link to the app in the description here, just so you guys can have it if you want it. It's free. It's like when to post or something. And for each day, it shows me like the best 3 times to post. And so I really try to post, I post once or twice a day. I really try to post in those times. Sometimes I'm busy in those times and I have to post at other times. It's better to post than to not post if you miss, the ideal posting window. Post anyway at a different time. But it's best if you post when there's the most traffic, when the most people in your target audience are on the platform. So it's great to have an app that kind of tells you what times those are. And then lastly, number 6, hashtags. Now hashtags used to be much more important. It's a lot harder to get kind of your content discovered using hashtags, especially if you're a smaller account than it used to be. But it's still really important to use hashtags. I used to put like 28 or 29 hashtags on each of my posts because I think the limit was 30. And I didn't want to go right up to the limit because I was worried the algorithm would flag me if I was right at the limit. But I had like 3 different groupings of hashtags that I programmed into my iPhone, just like 28 hashtags in a row. And I had a keyboard shortcut where I would type 3 letters and it would automatically populate that whole list of hashtags. So I had 3 different lists and, I would kind of rotate them depending on what content I was posting that day and which hashtags were most relevant. These days, I probably use like 5 to 8 hashtags. Hashtags, I think, are less important for accounts that are larger. And also, it's really important if you're a small channel, if you're a small account, to use long tail hashtags. So an example of hashtags that are not long tail would be like nature or trees or garden. Long tail might be rainwater harvesting earthworks, or, you know, food forests, temperate food forests. You know, things that not many people are searching for, but you know it's very targeted to your audience for people who are searching for them. And because there aren't that many videos or images that have that exact long tail hashtag or keyword in the hashtag, you're more likely to show up. You have less competition from other creators. So really do your research for the keywords that are going to allow you to start showing up if you're a smaller account, those lesser used hashtags. Because, I mean, that's the game, guys. You start showing up to a small group of people, and you slowly use hashtags that have more and more content as you grow. That's just how it works. It works that way on YouTube as well, which I'm learning about. So that's it, guys. 6 things. If you want another video about my best performing pieces of content and kind of talking through why I think they're the best performing pieces of content, you know, I've been on Instagram for 21 months. I'm able to see, you know, which posts have the most views, which have the most engagement, which got the most followers as a result of that post. I'm happy to open that up if you guys are interested. And yeah, anything else you want to know about Instagram, let me know in the comments. I will respond to all of them. Just like my tip number 3, respond to every comment. So that's all I've got, guys. How to grow followers on Instagram organically in 2020. I'll also link my Instagram account at Food Forest Designer if you want to check that out. All right, guys, thanks again for being here. I will see you in the next video. Take care.